You definitely need a little bit of luck. All right, let's start with that. But I think a lot of the things have been said, even in the first panel. I think when you work with people, just keep in mind your network, right? I mean, I've worked with good people, I've worked with bad people, I've worked with like really, really shitty people, and you don't want to work with those people ever again, right? But you have to think about from yourself, right? Treat everyone well, be respectful to everybody, because you never know the guy on the other side is going to be somebody that's going to become important for you down the road, right? So like I said, some of my best leads or job offers have come from your network, and so try to be conscious when you build that network out. And I really believe that being consistent is like very, very important, because at some point you're going to progress in your career and you're going to continue to move up, and um, it's the people that can keep working just as hard in day 10 or day 100 as you did in day one that people will remember. It's always like that last time that people remember, if that makes any sense.
Consistency network. Rolf, Stephen, any?
Really good points. I mean, I would reiterate the network. Usually it's the relationships, and then you need to be competent, right? So you need to do a good job. You need to be competent, and you need to do that over 10 years, 20 years. It's no one, if you click on any web page and you look at any firm and you see where the CEO is and where the MDs are and where the, right, it's a pyramid, and fewer people as you go up that pyramid, and which means that people are going somewhere. So they're either leaving the industry or doing something different, but they're not progressing. And so it is competency, um, reputation. It is I think for me, the network that I bring, that I built, that I started when I was an associate, of just getting to know people that might be on another side of a transaction or a deal or a conference, and then that snowball builds over 20 years. And if I know in every private credit shop, and I'll know people. And that was by effort. That just doesn't happen. It's effort. I have interest in people, but it also takes a commitment to do that. And I think most jobs at the MD level in the investment world, you have to be a good investor, but you also have to be able to find the opportunities. And that really is driven through relationships and reputation, and reputation takes a long time to, to cultivate.
Very insightful. Rolf.
No, exactly. And following up on that, you build a good reputation by being reliable, right? By doing what you said you will do, because people will measure you by that. And if not everything goes according to plan, of course, once you run into a wall, be upfront about it, be frank about it. Say, listen, I promised I wanted to do this. It's not working out. What can we do differently? So always be accountable. Always be accountable for everything you do. And I think once you get into a more or leadership position, I think a very underrated quality I view is empathy. And empathy, not to be confused with sympathy. It doesn't mean that you have to be friends with everyone or like everyone or everyone like you. It's be able to putting yourself in the shoes of the person you talk to, whether it's a coworker, whether it's people who report to you, whether it's someone you report to, whether it's a client that sits across the table from you. If you can really sort of manage to sort of put yourself in the shoes of that person and what motivates that person in that situation, you can gain a lot of insight and apply that in finding sort of common ground and use that to advance yourself and make it a win-win situation. I mean, it sounds kind of like a cliche, like a trope, but it's really crucial, I found.